Hey guys, so today we're going to learn how to solve tangent and cotangent equations. And I have a little trick hopefully that will help you. So we have this, excuse me, and so we got to get tangent by itself. So we're going to divide by 9. Okay, so tangent. Now we can reduce. Take a 3 out the top and out the bottom, so it'd be square root of 3 over 3. Okay, now I know this looks daunting, but I promise you it's not that bad. So tangent is what over what? Yes, it is sine over cosine. Square root of 3 over 3. Okay, and now what we're going to do is cross multiply. So we're going to get the square root of 3 cosine equals 3 sine theta. Now, I don't care about this one. We can throw that one away. This is what I want. What we need to do is look for when is cosine positive and has a square root of 3. Now, okay, I have one other step I forgot to add before we jump to the unit circle. Okay, we got to figure out, see, tangent is positive. When is tangent positive? Okay, minus, plus, minus, minus, and plus, minus. So we're positive here in quadrant 1, right? Because a positive divided by a positive. So when are we negative? When else are we positive? And it's going to happen here in quadrant 3, because what's a negative divided by a negative? A positive. So I need to look at quadrant 1 and quadrant 3. For when does cosine have a square root of 3? So cosine has a square root of 3 right here at pi over 6, and right here at 7 pi over 6. Now I know this one's negative, but remember we got to find tangent. Okay? And tangent technically does require both. So theta will be at pi over 6 and 7 pi over 6. And we're done. Okay. Let's look at another one. Okay. 2 tangent theta equals 3 tangent theta. Okay, before we freak out, we're going to be okay. So we're going to pull these together. And I like a positive number, so I'm going to go ahead and subtract 2 tangent together, and we're going to join them. Okay, so this gives me 0, and this gives me tangent. So we're still going to do the sine over cosine thing. So 0 over 1 equals sine over cosine. Cross multiply, so 0 times cosine is 0, and 1 times sine is sine. So now the question is, when is sine 0? Nice about this one is we don't care because it's 0, 0. And it's going to happen in 2 places, at 0 and at pi. Okay. Okay, dokie. Let's do another one. Square root of 3. Let's throw a cotangent in here. How fun. Leave this out the way. Okay. Again, we got to combine cotangents. So subtract 2 cotangent over . So cancel, so we're left with square root of 3. And then it's going to give us what? Negative 3 cotangent. Okay. Divide by negative 3. Okay, so we get square root of 3 over negative 3 for cotangent. Okay, before we start, we need to figure out what quadrants we have to look at. Plus, plus, minus, minus. plus minus. I need a negative. Okay. And remember, cotangent is just cosine over sine. So it's not here at a positive, divide by a positive. And remember, a negative and a negative both give us positive. So we're going to be having to look here at quadrants 2 and 3. Okay. Now, we got to know what we're looking for. So we're going to cross multiply. So we get the square root of 3 is your sine, and negative 3 cosine. Now again, we're just going to throw that away. But remember, I have to look at these two quadrants. When does sine have a square root of 3? So in quadrant 2, square root of 3 is here at 2 pi over 3. And it also has it here at 5 pi over 3. It's okay, it's negative, and one's positive. Okay. So I said what, 2 pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. Okay. And let's do one more. We haven't done pi over 4. Okay, so let's, I don't know what example I'm on. Example 4. 3 plus tangent theta equals 4 plus 2 tangent theta. Okay, so I'm going to, let's see, subtract your 3 over here. And that gives me tangent theta equals 1 plus 2 tangent theta. Now we're going to subtract 2 tangent theta over. And I get negative tangent theta equals 1. Before we start anything, we got to get rid of that negative. So tangent theta equals negative 1. Okay, now we got to do this again. Plus plus, minus plus, minus minus, plus minus. Tangent needs to be negative. Positive and a positive will not give me a negative. Okay, and remember, a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So I'm going to be looking in these two quadrants. Okay, so now we're going to do the sine over cosine equals negative 1 over 1. Cross multiply, so we get sine theta equals negative cosine theta. So what this means, when is sine and cosine exactly the same, but, now this is going to be weird, but with different S-I-G-E, hold on, I can't spell, S-I-G-N signs. Okay, and we know we're looking here in quadrant 2. So when is sine and cosine almost exactly the exact same with different signs? One's going to be positive and one's going to be negative. So you see right here, they're the same, but one's negative, one's positive. So that gives me 3 pi over 4. Now if you look down here, these are the same. One's positive, one's negative, and 7 pi over 4. So my answer is 3 pi over 4 and 7 pi over 4. I hope this has helped, and I will see you in class. Bye, guys.